How are you? You join me, I'm in Sweden. Just finished work actually. I'm in Sweden and I have got into my, hang on, you're gonna love this, into my Volvo. Gotta have a Volvo when you're in Sweden. So I had a bit of a journey a couple of weeks back now. I came over on the plane, a load of carp gear. Well, I say a load of carp gear, a big heavy bag. It felt like a load of carp gear when I've had a look at it. I'm missing quite a lot of stuff, so but anyway, today I'm off to Stockholm area and I'm gonna have a look at a couple of lakes in preparation for next week. Yeah, so I was on to Gary. Gary from Swedish Bait Mechanics helped me with the choice of a couple of lakes. So really appreciative of that. So I'm going to drive down today. It's going to be a couple of hours. I won't do the standard, you know, when you watch a fishing video, they do that journey thing. Well, it all speeds up. Ain't going to do that. So I'm just outside point of interest. That there is a Swedish off license. So I'm just outside there. So in Sweden, anything over 5% or anything over 3.5%, you need to go to a government run facility. So that's where I am. I've got a couple of tinnies for tonight. I may well stay in Stockholm tonight, so I may not need them. But anyway, I'll get there and I'll give you a shout when I'm there. Anything interested on the journey, I'll bring you back. Okay, so we're getting close now. We're just driving through the forest. It's quite amazing actually, if you look at the scenery here. Very, very nice. Okay, so here now. Looks fantastic. Can't see the lake yet. I'm assuming there is one. Look at me pretending I can read Swedish. I can tell there's some birds and some deers and a lake. Now I haven't got a barrow here, right? So it's going to be a bit of a slap, I have a feeling. Now, follow that stream. Bit of a stream there. Oh, I'll bring you back when we get there. Quite stunning actually. Over my shoulder, I'm not sure if you can pick that up, is it's a lake. So, yeah, let's go and have a look, shall we? And there's me thinking I saw someone topping, and it's someone swimming. Only the Swedes. But it looks good, right? Let's go and have a look round. I've got a load of things sorted out. I haven't got a bed. I haven't got a bivvy, although I have got a brolly coming over from the UK. That should be here this week. So I'll buy something, a little camp bed or something. But this looks alright from where I'm sitting. There's people fishing. There's not many carp fishermen. There's one I can see, but I haven't done the whole lake yet. So the guy in the lake must be the guy that's fishing here. I'll come back and speak to him. Let's go and have a look. Nice place. It looks clay. Obviously I've got nothing to... I've got nothing to test it with. Obviously I'll have a rod and just a weight next week, and we'll have a feel about. But there are fish here. There's fish topping. What do you reckon here, guys? Obviously the wind today is going the other way. I'd be tempted to where I was actually, across there. There's a couple of swims over on that tree line there. The wind's going nicely into them. But this looks fishy here. This little bay here, back of the wind. When I come next week, we'll probably bait up a couple of spots, see how we get on. I don't know what this is for here. There's a few bubbles, I don't know if you can pick that up, but there's some few bubbles just the other side of those lilies. I don't know if this goes all the way down or what this is for. Whether it's a netted little bay here, looks really, really good. There's a swim which you guys won't be able to pick out right in the corner there, and also right there by the dead tree. Don't know if you can pull out the dead tree on the screen right in front of me. That looks great there. You'll be well chuffed with that when you look someone swimming and you're trying to fish. I think I'll have to thrash his head with the end of my rod. So I can spy through the trees there. I don't know if you can see it, guys. There is another brolly. There's a brolly and a bivvy. Go and say hello in a minute. Be rude not to, right? Anyway, football tomorrow night. Swedish man's bound to want to speak to an Englishman about the football, considering they were dumped out of it. Alright, let's go and say hello. Okay, spoke to Swedish man, can't pronounce his name. He suggested the same as I thought over in the corner there. He said there's a lot of fish at the top there in the mornings. It's just for him, it's quite difficult to get to. He parks the other end of the lake as to where I've parked. Silty bottom, very silty. He fishes Ronnie rigs on helicopters. So we're starting to get a little bit of info. I'm going to have a wander around that corner now, have a look. I've just seen a guy with a barrow from across the lake. He's off into that corner for the night by the looks of it. So I'm hoping if I can get here on Friday, understanding today's Saturday, and there's only 2 anglers here, 3 anglers here, 3 carp anglers, there's a couple of kids spinning. We might be in a bit of luck and get a decent spot, but I think there's plenty of space here. I'm just going to struggle. I haven't got a barrow, so I'll be mountain goating it again, and I'll be Sherpa Wayne lugging a load of stuff, but we'll see how we get on. I might be able to steal a shopping trolley or something, being a Brit. So when I come back next Friday, I will bring the correct gear. I know we'll want to fish, I just don't know how to get there yet, but it's only a little scout, so it looks promising. It looks fishy. Got to sort my gear out throughout the week now. I need a kettle, I need a stove, I've got a barbecue, I've got singles rather than a rod pod. That'd be fine, ground soft enough. So yeah, exciting times. So look forward to seeing you in the week. I'll bring you back when I'm sorting out some fishing stuff. I've got some new Shimano rods actually, some little 10 foots. They're wicked. I'll show you them in the week as I'm sorting through my stuff, trying to get packed. Look after yourself. See you soon. Morning, guys. Finally fishing. We've had I ordered a load of gear from Angling Direct, got stuck at EU Customs, so I had to buy a load more gear, but I did manage to get a fair bit over from the UK with me. But let me just show you where I am this morning. It's fantastic. So I've just got fishing. I'll show you where the rods are in a minute. The mist is just moving off the water. I see a beaver actually. So I've got one just over there. So it's just in there. I've got one just the other side of the lily pads there. Haven't seen any fishes yet, but it's very warm here. It's got to be 20 degrees already. I'm thinking for Sweden. I'll show you the rigs in a bit. I'm going to have a little tidy up and we'll see how we get on. Yeah, so it's 7 o'clock now. Gonna give it another couple of hours. Well, maybe another hour. I'll set the flick some bait out just over the top, not move the rods. And then I think I'm gonna have a little lead about in open water, understanding that the fish will probably move into open water a bit later. How you doing? It's now 10 to 8, something like that. Haven't seen a fish, haven't heard a fish, only small ones. So I'm gonna have a little lead around, I think. I've just set up the little Shimano 10-foot. You see here, I don't know what your technical term is, bubble weight. Have a little lead around. Now, I did speak to a local when I was here last. I was on one of my little scouting missions. He was saying it's very silty, but we'll see. We'll see. I'd imagine it is towards the edges when you look at the tree line. Fantastic lake, isn't it? Incredible morning. But we'll have a little lead about, we'll see what we can see. And then I reckon I've got to go up to the car. My food and my drink, sun cream, is all up in the car. So I need to go and sort myself out with that. So I'll give it I'll have a lead, half hour or so in the spots from this morning. And then we'll get some spods out and sit them there for the day, sit in the sun. Spent a few minutes leading around, about 20, maybe 30 yards out. I've got to wrap it, I've got no distance stick, so I'm going to use tree stumps. I'll wrap it 20-30 yards out. It's clay bottom, maybe, very smooth. So I will chuck a few small little spods out, a few little spoms. I'm going to chop up some boilies. I haven't got a boilie chopper, so it's going to be by hand. A pair of scissors. Old school. So yeah, so I'm going to leave the rods where they are for another hour. So it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. Feels like I've been here hours, but I haven't really. I've been fishing for a good 2.5 hours, but nothing yet. It is what it is. So I like to chop these various sizes. Some really skim the boilie, others just in half. What we'll do when we've done this bucket, we'll save a few of the boilies for the hares. A variety of boilies. There's some pellet in there, there's some chickpeas, some corn, and then we'll give that a big old wash in some hemp seed oil, and that's our spawn mix. Having access here, I'll be honest, we haven't access here in Sweden to the baits and things that the others get. You guys have got access to in the UK. They're not that big into carp fishing. You have to travel a long way to find lakes, etc. Just about to put a couple of spoms out. Not many. I've only got the small spom. So if you get travel rods, you know, obviously when you're spodding £5 Tesco, etc. So I didn't want any breakages, etc. Considering I'm in a foreign country, so I went for the small little spom. Yes, it's more work. Yes, I've got to throw, you know, it's a little bit more disturbance, but I'm going to put some out, probably 5, 10, not too many, and just top up through the day. I'm not intending to be I'm not intending to get too many casts out now, to be fair. I think, as I said, it's 8:30 now. I'm going to wait till 9, and then I'm going to move the rods in from their current spot, and then I'm going to set up and basically set up for the day. Rig choice, not sure yet. Currently got leg cores on with choddies, but having felt how smooth that is, I'm not sure I want a choddy. So I may do one pop-up and one bottom bait, I think. I may do a helicopter rig. Not sure. I'll keep you informed. Again, what a fantastic place this is. Sweden at its very, very best. I'll just show you the rigs I was using before I change spots. I've gone from the spot now, so you can see there, lead core, choddy. So the choddy's running up, and the pop up there is an SL2. We'll see how they perform. Good reports on them from Swedish bait mechanics, but let's see how they go. There's the new rod positions. So just getting set up. Gonna go get some food in a minute, bring that back down and settle in for the day. Right, so it's now 11:15. So change of tactic now. Both rods are going to be here between the two trees. Silty bottom. It's fairly smooth. I can't feel any weed. Get a bit of a drop. It's not a big donk, but it's solid enough. So rig change. Multi-rig. SL2 pop up in pink, dark matter putty, 2.5 ounce lead, and obviously your standard clip rig system. And then this side, I'm going for standard carp rig. I don't know what you'd call it, just a standard hair rig. Now, what I've done with the SL2 there overnight is I put them in the bag from frozen, and I've added salt with a nice bit of IB flavoured corn, and a really messy PVA bag. I think that's a 3.5 ounce there, maybe 2.5, and standard tubing, etc. Yeah, I'm only chucking 12 wraps, so yeah, I know you purists, it's not great, it's not all streamlined, but to be fair, my mum could throw it that far, so we're not too fussed. Rod's now out, so yeah, time to chill. So spod, wrapping, getting the rods out. I think I put 10 or 12 of the small spoms out, so I think we're done for a couple of hours. Fingers crossed. You never know your luck. Mr. Carp might come cruising along. We'll see. Very, very quiet. Past midday now. 12:30. Not a sniff. We'll see how it goes the next few hours. I've got an angler just come in. I think it's a Dutch fella just come in to the right of me, about 100 metres up. He come and said hello, which was nice. But yeah, we'll see how we do. Reluctant to move my rods. I feel like they're fishing in the right place, so we've just got to wait. Just got to wait and see. Just another update, guys. Nothing. But saying that, there's a Dutch guy just come around, Martin. He was just saying that there's 50 fish in this lake. I think it is quite a difficult lake. Haven't seen a fish, to be fair. Not making excuses, I've loved it. Absolutely loved it, and there's still a few hours left, but I can feel Les Dawson's going to be issuing me his blankety blank checkbook and pen. This has got blank written all over it today, but learning. When you fish, every visit's a learning experience, right? So we'll see how we get on. I'm sure the word blank will be used after this, but my first fishing in Sweden's been fantastic, so take the rough with the smooth. But always hopeful. Just an update, guys, it's 3:25, so I've just changed over, even though it's fairly, well, I know it's flat, I think it's more silted than I thought, so I've gone back onto a choddy. Not ideal, but it's handy. So yeah, I've gone back onto a choddy just with the hope that I can present the bait on top of the silt. That's on one rod. The other rod had a pop-up rigger on it anyway. It was nicely balanced actually, so I'm just hoping it's sitting on top. I'm only going to change the one rod. We're getting late in the day. I'm going to be leaving in a couple of hours, well, hour and a half maybe. So that's the latest update. Still nothing. Lots of swimmers here now, down the other end of the lake, so it doesn't really affect us, only in a positive way, I guess. Maybe it'll drive the fish up. So I'll come back to you in a bit. So that's that, guys. I can hear him now, the infamous Les Dawson singing blankety blank. There we go. Enjoyed it though. Been here around 12 hours already, so I'm packing down now. We'll have another go in a couple of weeks' time. I'm off home to the UK next week, so really looking forward to that. Do a bit of fishing with Lindsay, and yeah, until the next time. But I will be back. We're going to get one of these 50 fish that's in this place. See you soon.